Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
Can you swear before the ancient sword, you yourself, you that you're talking today, can you swear that you did not plant Ebony here to destroy the great lion? Can you swear? Can you swear? If we ask you to swear, would you be able to swear? They said, Ogidi kept quiet because it was Giesigo that was asking them. Can you swear? Ogidi did not know what to say. They said they kept quiet. They said when a kingdom is sound, it is not built on the trick of a few hands. That was what the elders, Giesigo elder, said as he stood up and paced before the whole council scattered. His voice was one thin from weeks of sleepless night, but it carried the weight of a people who had watched kindness, be turned into a weapon. No one spoke for a long moment after the parable. The room smelled of sweat and polished wood. This time, the Giesigo are standing up for what is right, and they are not backing down, no. It is not about women wearing clothes, designer perfume, being all over the place. It is about their hearts. What do they think? What is that thing that they are thinking? Is their heart pure? Is it pure? Enough is enough, he said. We did not raise our voices for theater. We are not here for gossip. The palace is burning because one house chose to shield shame instead of humility. If they want war, let it be WAR. It will start, but it will start on their side of truth. We are ready this time around. We are. They said the elder sat, the younger chief, they were just, everybody was quiet. They didn't even know what to say. Someone should bring out the ancient staff and place it on the low table like a challenge. Eyes moved to where, Giesigo was. If we bring it out, will you be able to swear? Will you swear? Will you swear that you did not? Because what you are doing, they said one of their elders now started calming the situation down and saying that they are brothers and they are sisters. They shouldn't go that route. That route is not going to work for them. It's not okay. That they should tilt towards the route of truth. And Giesigo is saying, what truth are we talking about? When you see black, you call it white. You see white, you call it black. You don't even know the names of colors. How would you even know what is right and wrong? They said the Ogidi stood there. They did not even know what to say. They were dumbfounded. Because that was how events, spiral from where it was to a point where they were asking Ebony to go and swear that she was pregnant. They didn't want to, provoke that elder so that maybe 1 or 2 or 3 will now support them to now tell Giesigo to make them swear that they did not bring Ebony into the royal palace. They did not plant her there for trouble. They were trying to avoid it. They said the entire meeting turned to sharp edges. Giesigo did not ask questions. They demanded tests. One of the elders leaned forward and fixed the Ogidi leader with his eyes. You keep saying she is loyal. You keep saying she returned because of love. We will not be satisfied with what? You parade her as the great lion's best because you believe the palace owes you something. You want us to forgive and forget because of lineage. But who asked for forgiveness when she never showed remorse? Every time she continues to fight, you continue to cover her. You will cover her, she will fight again. You will cover her, she will fight again. Do you know the reason why you are going through what you are going through with us? Is because you continue to cover evil. Yes, it is because you continue to cover evil. When you see evil, you do not point it out as evil. That is why she continues to do the same thing. Our people say when a child does wrong, you reprimand that child, you drag the child forward. But you are not doing that as elder. They said they all inhaled as one. That, in fact, that question of them bringing ancient sword for them to swear that they didn't plant this woman there for trouble was something that destabilized the Ogidi people. They could not even push forward, like they couldn't talk again. They didn't even know what to say or how to defend, their daughter anymore, because they are going towards that ancient sword again. No, the same ancient sword will bring wahala. When they now heard that these people were talking about ancient sword, they didn't know what to say. Someone from the Ogidi cleared his throat, then attempted a reply. You cannot demand an oath to shame, a woman. She has dignity. The Giesigo elder did not flinch. Dignity is not a shield against truth. If she is clean, let her hold the sword. If she is honest, we will honor her. If she is lying, we will not be silent and pretend we do not see the rod. The sword is not for show. A great lion asked for it because he wanted to not seduce. He asked for it to protect the crown, to protect his house, not to break your daughter. What is this thing that you are hiding? Because everything we are talking about here is because of the sword. They said the room felt smaller as voices rose again. Ogidi pressed that the sword would humiliate Ebony. They pressed that such a public ritual would shame a woman who has already endured so much. The Giesigo pushed back with the memory of the night their people spent, consoling the great lion when his name was dragged. A lot of things have happened and they have kept quiet time and time again. They said they are not doing it again. You talk of dignity, and all, Giesigo patron said, voice like, stone thrown into a wall. What dignity is there in parading a lie as royalty, as loyalty? What dignity is there in forcing the palace to bow to a fiction because you panic at exposure? Dignity is in truth. Dignity is in standing before your God and speaking plain. That is what we call dignity. It is not in protecting a child that is doing something wrong. We are not going to stand by. We will not watch this humiliation again. Bring it on. If you want WAR, bring it on. Whatever you want, bring it on. We are ready for you. We are not afraid of you. We are ready. Whatever you want, we are ready. Bring it on to us right now. They say the wahala, Giesigo is standing that they must take that oath. Now, a lot of people are wondering why, go round and round and round. Is it not something you can go to the hospital and do? Ogidi, they are not ready to go to the hospital because they feel like anybody can manipulate the process. The only person who cannot manipulate, or the only people that cannot manipulate, happens to be the ancestors. Because the great lion is still insisting on Ituwase. And Ebony is saying he get belle. And the family is saying they cannot. Belle go come out with time. And the great lion say, I do not have that time. And the Giesigo people say we must honor our Oba. Wahala don't full ground, no. They're right. It is not a small something. Going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged rumors, unverified information making the rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact.